Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Today, we're continuing our 5-year rebuild series here on the YouTube channel. Today, we are doing the Army Black Knight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I upload this video today, it is Veterans Day. If it's not uploaded on Veterans Day, it's uploaded the day before. Shout out to all the veterans out there that have served this country. If you have a family member that served in the Army, tell them I said thank you. And if you're a veteran watching, thank you for your service. And we're going to be doing Army and trying to win them a national title. Now, I recall last year it was very tough with Army, the option, of course, but we're going to do things different this year. We'll get more into that as I go through this rebuild. I think we might use the transfer portal. I also think we might do a different recruiting strategy. We'll see. Maybe do some red shirts. I don't know, but it's going to be tough. Army, Navy, Air Force, they're going to be tough, but we're doing Army. And again, happy veterans. Thank you, all you veterans out there. Thank you for serving our country. All right, anyway, Army right now, they're coming to 66 or 68 overall, 66 offense, 71 defense. They run the option in a 3-3-5 tilt. Let's go win Army a national championship. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is the roster for Army. We have Kale Hell or Ummis. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Where's that Army quarterback from last year? I know that Army quarterback from last year was really good. He must have been a senior last year, but it is what it is. Dwayne Coleman's the backup. We have Zach, and we have Ethan Washington. Briggs, Trey, Aiden Self, Mo, and Carson Smith. We have fullbacks, Jake, Jarrell, and A.J. Williams. Receivers, we have Noah Short, speedster from California. 92 speed, okay. Liam, Toby, the end of these guys. I'm not going to go over everybody. Tight end, we have Parker. And we have a freshman in Zaire Holt Spencer. I think I am going to redshirt the freshman. I know Army doesn't allow red shirts, but I'll do that after year 1 because I want these guys for year 5. We have Ned at the left tackle. We have Wade. He'll probably get redshirt. Will Jeffcoat, 88 overall. That's a nice left guard for us there. Brady Small, the center. Great center. So we have a good left guard and center. Right guard, we have Tanner with these guys. Right tackle, we have LeVar with Nick. Left edge, we have Jack. And then we have all these guys. Right end, we have Jack, who's a sophomore. He could be really nice for us in the coming years. And then all these guys here. D tackles, we have Cody, who's going to be a good junior for us. And then all these guys. We do have 2 freshmen. At the Sam, we have Izza. I don't know how to pronounce it. Caleb Fortner at the mic. And then all these guys. And then we have Adon Thomas at the wheel with this guy, Baylor. Jaden Mayers, Justin Weaver, CJ Martin, and Jackson are our corners, followed by all these great men. And then we have Colin at the free safety, followed by Gavin, and then Caleb and Christopher. A strong safety, we have Casey, and then all these guys. Kicker, we have Dawson Jones, and punter, we have James. So not a whole lot of talent to work with. So we got to recruit and bring some soldiers in if we want to win a natty. Let's go get some recruits. Heel Willis, committed. Alex Awe, committed. Willie Goldstone, committed. Randy Averill, committed. Tyrone Cameron, committed. Derek Law, committed. Larry Woodside, committed. Caleb Sanders, committed. Tyrone Stingley, committed. Dijon Woods, committed. And ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Heisman Trophy winner is Zachariah Branch, receiver from Georgia. He had 104 receptions, 1,441 yards, and 11 tutties. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the Frisco Bowl, taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. And ladies and gentlemen, we get blown out 38-10. Damn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the stats of year 1. Cal, 59 for 140, 42% completion percentage, 800 yards, 6 tutties, and 5 picks. Rushing, Jake, 208 for 1,006 with 9 tutties. Briggs, 188 for 739, 4 tutties. Cal, 202 for 727, 6 tutties. Hayden Reed, 116 for 544, 2 tutties. Dixon, 7 for 14 with a tutty. Receiving, Noah Short, 18 for 229, 4 tutties. Liam, 12 for 171, 1 tutty. Hayden Reed, 7 for 119. Parker, 11 for 108, 1 tutty. Toby, 5 for 86. Briggs, 1 for 37. Howard, 3 for 31. And Deere, 2 for 16. Defense, Caleb, 64-62. Justin, 57 by Casey. 51 by Colin. Mays, 49-41 by Israel. And CJ Martin, 40. Tackles for loss, Cody with 10. 9 by Israel and Jack. 5 by Caleb. 4 by Eric. 3 by Adon and Jack, 2 by CJ, Steven, Jacob, 1 by Casey, Dylan, and DeShantez. Sacks 4.5 by Cody, 3 by Israel and Jack, 2 by Eric, 1.5 by Caleb, 1 by Jack and Gray, half sack by Thomas, and half sack by Jacob. Interceptions 4 by Casey, Caleb with 1, Thomas with 1, Steven, Justin, Colin, and Jaden Oso at 1. Well, I think I have not decided. I think it's safe to say I think we're going to use the transfer portal for Army, Navy, and Air Force. It's the only way we're going to win an Natty. So let's hit the portal. Maybe we can get some talent. Ladies and gentlemen, here in year 1, Oklahoma goes on a run from the 10 seed to national championship champions, as they defeat Miami in the Hard Rock 31-28. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all of our higher tier players wanted to leave us, but we are going to keep them. As well as everyone else here, they're all leaving. Let's hit the portal. Michael Hawkins Jr. committed. Colton Hood committed. Kalen Lee committed. Xavier Brown committed. Alan Anelli committed. Terrence Lee Rib Uris committed. John Diggs committed. Melvin Hood committed. Micah Strickland committed. KP Price committed. Brody McCaslin committed. Marion York committed. Sheldon Sampson Jr. committed. Quinton Martin Jr. committed. LaMichael Crosby committed. Noah Herrick committed. And ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 19th best class in the American. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 19th best class, the best in the American. People coming to the Army. They want to win an Natty. Year 2, let's maybe make the American Championship. Maybe win it. Let's go. Taylor Mendoza, committed. Emmanuel Gage, committed. Gerald Triggs, committed. Carlos Collier, committed. Caleb Bradford, committed. Chester Granger, committed. Jermaine Quick, committed. Jabari Billings, committed. Sean Lashley, committed. Paul Tiffin, committed. Carlos Isaacs, committed. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 Heisman Trophy winner is Eli Holston, quarterback of Pitt. He had 3,983 yards, 49 tutties, and a 65% completion percentage. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the Myrtle Beach Bowl, taking on Louisiana. And ladies and gentlemen, we are the Myrtle Beach Bowl champions of the world. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the year 2 stats. Michael Hawkins, 63 for 119, 52% completion percentage, 763 yards, 10 tutties, and 3 picks. Rushing, Jake, 230 for 1,023, 12 tutties. Michael Hawkins, 188, 753, 9 tutties. Briggs, 172, 719 for 3 tutties. Martin Jr., 127, 646, 8 tutties. Allen, 8 for 17 receiving. Sampson Jr., 18, 231, 6 tutties. Pointer, 11 for 157, 2 tutties. Martin Jr., 12 for 131. Howard, 5 for 75. Baptiste, 6 for 73 with a tutty. Crosby, 7 for 70. Bryan, 3 for 21. Briggs, 1 for 5 with a tutty. How about the defense? 71 tackles by Steven. Colton Hood, 66. Price, 61. Xavier Brown, 61. Strickland, 59. 51 by John. Cody, 48. 44 for Noah, Caden, and Jack. Tackles for West, 14 by Jack. Cody with 12. 11 by John. 7 by Noah, and Noah Nixon. 3 by Stephen, KP, and Hugh. 2 by Caden Christopher, and 1 by Kalen Lee. Sacks, 5.5 by Jack. 5 by John. Cody with 4. 2 by Noah. 1 by Stephen. Half sack by Noah. Interceptions, 3 by Hood, Price with 2, along with Lee, Brown, and Strickland. 1 by Steven and Christopher. Those are the year 2 stats. Let's hit the portal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it was the 2 best teams, Ohio State versus Alabama, with Alabama winning 38-34. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Xavier Brown's going off to the NFL, but everybody else is staying besides Dijon Woods, and he has elite development. Oh, that sucks. We got to hit the portal. Dude, we just lost Dijon Woods with elite development. You gotta be fucking... And Brady Small, wow, the 2 guys. Samaj Burrell committed. Meka Kufusi committed. Rodarius Scales committed. Jamerson Fat-In Kuhn committed. Quanton Gillians committed. Caleb Hackelman committed. George McIntyre committed. Damian Morin committed. Lucas Barnes committed. Corey Platt Jr. committed. Davian Kerr committed. Sherrod Smith committed. Ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 25th best class in the nation. That's once again the best in the American. I think we've gotten a solid group of guys. Let's try to go win the American this year. Marquez Radley, committed. Byron Bobber, committed. Eli Vernon, committed. Larry Blake, committed. Josh Asher, committed. Eric Stubber, committed. Derek Farior, committed. George Clapp, committed. Kyrie Rahman, committed. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2027 Heisman Trophy winner is Kyle Parker receiver from LSU. He had 97 receptions, 1,420 yards, and 19 tutties. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the Gator Bowl, taking on Texas A&M. And ladies and gentlemen, we beat an SEC school. We beat A&M, and we're the Gator Bowl champions. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the year 3 stats. Michael Hawkins Jr., 6'9" for 119, 57% completion percentage, 830 yards, 10 tutties, and 3 picks. Rushing, Briggs, 176 for 868, 4 tutties. Allen, 196 for 804, 8 tutties. Michael Hawkins Jr., 205, 728, 4 tutties. Quentin Martin Jr., 114, 688, 6 tutties. Carlos, 6 for 48. Receiving, Sampson Jr., 13 for 215 with a tutty. Gil Poole, 13 for 182, 2 tutties. Quick, 7 for 95, 4 tutties. Randy, 12 for 84 with a tutty. Martin Jr., 10 for 77, 2 tutties. Randy Freris, 4 for 64. Briggs, 5 for 62. Landon, 4 for 47. Allen, 1 for 4. How about the defense here, folks? Caleb Sanders, 83 tackles, 82 by Burrell, 79 by Kerr, 69 by Strickland, 58 by Triggs. Hood with 55, 48 by Jack, 42 by Gillens. CJ Martin, 41. Tackles loss, 11 by Jack, 10 by Gillians. Noah with 8. Platt Jr. with 7. 6 by Micah. Triggs with 5. Same with Hughes Willis. Burrell, 4. 2 with Kerr and Clark. 1 by Saunders, Strickland, Hood, and CJ Martin. Sacks, 3 by Gillians. Platt Jr. with 3. 2 by Hugh Willis. Burrell with 2 as well. Noah, 1.5. Jack with 1. Micah with 1. Half sack by Triggs. Interceptions, 3 by Burrell. Hood with 3. 1 by Triggs. Sanders, Strickland, and Smith. All right, we beat A&M in the Gator Bowl. We got something to build upon going into year 4. And ladies and gentlemen, the Georgia Bulldogs beat Ole Miss 40-34 to win the Natty here in year 3. Well, Micah Strickland and Quentin Martin are going to the draft. Billings, Wade, and Paul Tiffin all want to leave, but they're staying. All right, let's hit the portal, boys. Trumaine Awuskia committed. Joseph Poi commits. Max Genius committed. Demetrius Pope committed. Ricardo Mori committed. Shaq Clayton committed. Bryson Jackson committed. Jad Woodfork committed. Jordan Washington committed. Nico Maggio committed. Tyler Nordstrom committed. Jermaine Abbott committed. Jalen Mickens committed. Keenan Arcia Whiteside committed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 21st best class in the nation. Once again, the best in the American. We got some talent. I just hope we can make it to the American Championship, so let's go. Manu Santiago committed. DeAndre Ballage committed. Warren Landers committed. Kyer Dushek committed. Jason Tenaria committed. Christian Westbrooks committed. Oscar Cooper committed. Jamal Pride committed. Devontae Devey committed. Morgan Freeman committed. Reed Maddox committed. Denzel Everson committed. Donald McBean committed. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the American Championship, taking on North Texas. Rico Villana UEFA, probably butchered it, but he's committed. And ladies and gentlemen, we have won the American, and I think we're in the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2028 Heisman Trophy winner is Micah Elojado, quarterback of Washington. He had 4,547 yards, 44 tutties, and 71% completion percentage. And I guess I counted our chickens before they hatch, as we're going to the Armed Forces Bowl taking on Florida. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we fall 48-14. Next year is our year. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the stats of year 4. Michael Hawkins Jr., 73 for 117, 62% completion percentage, 953 yards, passing 11 tutties, and 1 pick. Rushing, Allen, 246 for 1,122, 15 tutties. Jordan, 211 for 1,072, 11 tutties. Hawkins Jr., 223, 939, 12 tutties. Brian, my God, I can't speak. It's 1 a.m. 115 for 735, 2 tutties. Cameron, 5 for 16 with a tutty. Carlos, 5 for 10. Receiving, Keenan, 23 for 357, 3 tutties. Quick, 13 for 184, 2 tutties. Poole, 9 for 128, 4 tutties. Randy, 10 for 67, 2 tutties. Byron, 6 for 63. Tyler, 5 for 63. Zarian Holt, 2 for 54. Jordan, 3 for 29. 1 for 7 for Allen. And Carlos, 1 for 1. How about the defense here, folks? 76 tackles by Triggs. Smith, 62, 57 by Sanders. Mendoza 54-51 by Woodside and Gage, 47 by Trumaine. Bradford with 41, Texas loss 19 by Woodford. Woodside 11-4 by Huge. Triggs with 3 along with Quinten. Nolan with 2. Smith, Gage, Bradford, and Clark with 1. Sacks 13.5 by Woodford, 8.5 by Woodside, 2.5 by Willis, half by Triggs, Noah, Smith, Bradford, and Clark. Interceptions 4 by Smith and Trumaine with 4 as well. Gage and Mendoza with 1. All right. Got to hit the portal and add more pieces to this roster so we can win a natty in year 5. And ladies and gentlemen, the Alabama Crimson Tide beat the defending champs, Georgia, 45-21 to win the natty here in year 4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jermaine Quick is going to stay with us. We are losing Caleb Sanders, but I did get a 4-star from recruiting. We are losing Alex Alba. We got 3 5-star running backs coming. And then everybody else is staying besides Amika and Peyton. Let's hit the portal. Eden Buchanan committed. Josh Parker committed. Jordan Pride committed. Taj Crutchfield committed. Christine Maxwell committed. Caleb York committed. Marcus Vick committed. Jace Taylor committed. Daryl Bullocks committed. And ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 7th best class in the nation here in year 4. And that's, once again, the best in American. We've gotten all the talent. Now it's time to put it together and go win a national championship. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is the final roster. George McIntyre. If you remember, he was the quarterback in our Delaware 5-year rebuild. He will be quarterbacking Army. Paul Tiffin just couldn't get there enough. Running backs, we have 3 5-star freshmen. We'll see if they get any playing time. But Tyrone Cameron's going to lead the team on the back. He's our best running back. Allen Anelli, the fullback, he's been really good for us. He's the captain of the offense. We got him. Receiving corps, as you notice, is not that many. We only got 5. That's because Army runs the triple option, so that's why we got 3 fullbacks and a shitload of running backs. Tight end, surprisingly, we only have 3. I thought we had more. But Randy will be our best. Left tackle, we have Lucas, and then all of these guys. Left guard, we have Derek Fabier, the sophomore, and then we also have him there. Willie Golston, going to be our starter, 88 overall, followed by these guys. At the right guard, we have Rodarius Scales, and then these guys, Demetrius Pope. Hopefully he'll be good enough at right tackle, followed by those guys. Nick Mangio and Derek will be our left ends. We do have 2 freshmen. Right edge, we have Larry Woodside and Quinton Gillians, and also Max Genius, followed by Eric. D tackle, we have Huge Willis, followed by all these guys. Chester Granger, the junior, he's up to a 90 overall. He'll be the starter, followed by those guys. Gerald Triggs will be our Mike, followed by those guys. We have John Diggs. Secondary, our secondary is really good. I mean, we have like 6 corners in the 80s. Our best, though, Taj, Taylor Mendoza, Maxwell, and Mr. Pride. Free safety, Trumaine are going to be our free safety there, followed by those 2 guys. Emmanuel Gage will be our strong safety. We have Eric Woodhead as the kicker, Richard as the punter. That is our roster. It is time to turn auto recruiting on and go win Army a national championship. Let's go. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently 8-0 with 4 games to go. 2 of them are higher than the other 2, I guess we should say. Also, that end of the year with Navy should be interesting. But yeah, man, we should be on track to make the playoffs. Let's go. And ladies and gentlemen, we are ranked 9th going to the American, taking on the Memphis Tigers. Ladies and gentlemen, we have won the American on to the playoffs. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going on the road to the playoff, and we're taking on the Louisville Cardinal. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at Louisville, Kentucky, home of the Louisville Cardinal. L's up for Louisville, but we want to put our L's down and give L to Louisville. Army, America, believe is strong. Let's go, Army. Beat the piss out of Louisville. Run the ball down their throat. Let's go. Here we go. 4th and 2 from the 13. Opening drive. McIntyre. Hands off. Cameron. First down. And it's now 1st and goal for the Black Knights. McIntyre under center. Hands off to Cameron, and he's going nowhere. 2nd and goal from the 7. McIntyre in the shotgun. Hikes it. Options to Cameron, and that's a touchdown. Too easy. Mwah. Chef kiss. 7-0 Army. First and goal at the 5, up 9-7. Here we go. A chance to end it. Cameron goes nowhere. We now have second and goal. McIntyre to Adler. He's in. Touchdown, Army. We have a lead. All right, we must go for 2 to make it a 10-point game. Here we go. George McIntyre going to roll out. He's in with ease. Too easy. All right, minute 23. We need 1 first down and we win. McIntyre. Cameron. All right, 2nd and 6 to seal the dub. Come on. Cameron. He's going to get there, I think. And, yep, we did get the first, and that should be ball game, folks. Just hand it off to Cameron, and we'll get another first. Louisville will call their final timeout. Doesn't matter. Your Army Black Knights go on the road and defeat Louisville 17-14. And they are now in the college football playoff quarterfinal. Let's go, troops. Let's go. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the Orange Bowl at Hard Rock Stadium, taking on the Texas Longhorns. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the Hard Rock, home to your Miami Dolphins. No one wants to talk about that trash team right now. They're not irrelevant right now. America, Army, in the quarterfinals with a chance to go to the semis. I think this is the first time Army has made a New Year's Six Bowl. Look at this guy. He's fucking hype. Doesn't matter. Horns down. This is America. We fucking believe the troops are ready to go. They want to go to the semi. They want to win an Addy. Just pound the rock down their throat. Texas hasn't seen this shit. Let's fucking go. Believe. All right, Tyrone Cameron, 19-yard rushing touchdown to cut it to 7-10. I lied. We go for 2 here at Army. So instead of making it a 3-point game, we're going to make it a 2-point game. Cameron wide open, 8-10. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just got a kickoff return. It's 18-20. 4th and 10. We're going for it. McIntyre. Run, run. You got it, McIntyre. Big run. Let's go. Come on, we got to score. We got to score. McIntyre off that big 4th down. Got Cameron. Let's go. Here we go. Cameron. Oh, God damn it. Loss of 2. Come on, McIntyre. I think we got to kick the field goal here. I don't know what happened. We got stopped. We were going to kick the field goal, make it a 5-point game, play defense. But somehow the CPU went for it. They got a touchdown and the 2-point. It's tied up. Let's go. 2nd and 9. He fumbled it. He fucking fumbled it. This is the game. 3rd and 16. Oh my God, Texas, you fucking idiots. Left them wide open. Out of bounds. I don't know what Texas was doing on that 3rd and long, but they just gave us a free first down. Here we go, 1st and 10. Cameron. Gonna cut in. Here we go, come on, Cameron. Nice block by fucking 75, you fat fucking dumbass. He just stood there. All right, well, here we go. This is the game right here. 3rd and 9, McIntyre, come on. He's got his man, quick. All right, 1st and 10, clock is dwindling. Oh my God, he's got Cameron. Oh my God, Cameron. Here we go. 1st and 10 after that big run. Cameron can't run again. We lost 6 there. 2nd and 16, McIntyre. Randy! 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 All right, 1st and goal. We have plenty of time here, folks. McIntyre under center. We're going to go tempo. All right, this is big. We are out of timeouts. 2nd and goal. McIntyre wide open, pool, touchdown. Suck on that, Texas. Woo! Let's go. Our first lead of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, horns fucking down. America always wins. America always wins. Horns down, suck on that, Steve Sarkisian, Arch Manning in Texas. Army is going to the semifinals. Let's fucking go. And ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl, taking on Florida State. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, Pasadena, California, home of the Rose Bowl. Last episode of Oklahoma State, we had our hearts ripped out of us. But this is Army. Are we going to get our hearts broken again? Hopefully not. Army, America, believe. Taking on Florida State? The Cadets? I think that's what are they called, soldiers? Whatever the fuck. Cadets, soldiers, whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know. It's 2:30. They want to see this Army team go to a natty. Imagine Army winning a natty? We can't imagine it until we beat Florida State. Let's beat Florida State and take care of business. Let's go. 4th and 6. Here we go. Oh my God. 4th and 6. Poole gets open. And he's going to house it. 1st and goal at the 1. McIntyre under center. Hands it off to our fullback, Anelli. He's in for the touchdown. And we have a 7-0 lead over Florida State in the semis. Tyrone Cameron, 7-yard touchdown. 14-0 Army. 2nd and 8 here. Oh yeah. Cameron, house it. 2nd and 8. Be great. Touchdown. Army. And now we will go for 2 to make this a 3-point game. McIntyre. Cameron gets short. Here we are. 1st and goal at the 1 to put the game away. McIntyre takes it himself. We are into the end zone. Let's go. All right. We have the ball, but Florida State has 2 timeouts, 1 first down. We win. And it's ball game. Let's go. Oh, they're going to call timeouts like pussies. All right, 1st and 10 again. Florida State, how do you call that timeout? Oh, Cameron, just fucking score. They want to call timeouts, we're going to fucking score. Suck on that, Florida State. Woo! Let's go. And ladies and gentlemen, Army is now going to play in the national championship. I can't believe this. Texas, Florida State, we beat them. Louisville, I mean, it's fucking the ACC. The ACC's trash, but we're going to a national championship, boys and girls. Let's go. Let's go win a natty. Come on. Welp, we just beat little brother. I guess it's time for us to beat big brother. Here we go. Army, Florida for the national title. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the Hard Rock, home of the beloved Miami Dolphins. No one cares about them right now. They do care about Army. Army has came so far. They want it. They're dreaming it. We beat little brother, now we're going to beat big brother, the Gator. They want to chomp the Army. They want to chomp them, but guess what? This is fucking America. We fucking believe. Yeah, Florida may have the bigger, stronger, faster recruits, but this is Army. We're going to fucking take the ball, and we're going to run it down your throat because Florida are a bunch of pussies that can't stop it. Army, Florida, for the national title. Let's win it. Let's fucking go. Here we are, 1st and goal at the 6. McIntyre. Cameron, he's got wide open running lane. Touchdown Army. Army 7-0 over Florida in the national championship. Come on, lads. Gil Poole, 9-yard touchdown. We are up 14-zip on Florida. Randy Averill with a 19-yard touchdown. It is 22-zip, bro. What the fuck's going on? Make it 23-zip. Tyrone Cameron to seal the deal. 33-yard touchdown run. And Army are national champions. And ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. Army puts belt to ass on fucking Florida. We destroyed Florida. They couldn't stop us, bro. And Army are national champions. Let's go. 30-7. We put belt to ass, bro. Is that Billy Napier? Because thank God Florida fired him, because this is embarrassment. America, we have done it. Lift the trophy, Army. Lift it. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We have won the national championship with Army. You could call it cheating if you want to, because we use the transportal. I know Army never uses the transportal, but I feel like we have to this year because that's the only way we would win with Army, Air Force, Navy. I mean, last year, I think we only made the playoff with one of them. It's too much of a recruiting hassle for me, I guess we can say. So I don't know, but if you want to call it cheating, call it cheating. But it doesn't matter. We put belt to ass on fucking Florida, 30-7. I mean, Florida, they couldn't stop us. I mean, It is what it is. And as I'm recording this, it's very early in the morning on Veterans Day. It's currently 2:48 a.m. or a.m. when I'm recording this. Hopefully I get this out on Veterans Day. That's my goal there. And we're going to end on this note. Happy Veterans Day to everyone out there. If you have served the country, or if you have a family member, tell them I said thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day to all you vets out there. You guys are the real MVPs in the world. Shout out you guys. Happy Veterans Day. Enjoy it. Celebrate it. Enjoy it. Thank you for your service. I love you. My subscribers love you. America loves you. Let's go. Army, national champions. Thank you, veterans, for your service. And that's how we're going to end on this episode. If you guys have enjoyed, hit like, hit subscribe. When you hit like and subscribe, you motivate me to keep doing this. With that being said, I hope you have a great day or have a great night, depending when you're watching this video. And I will see you in the next one. Peace. I'm out.